Count money, man. Stack riches. Trying told him I'm a beast blood.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to another episode of the GRINDcast. Get ready. It's a new day, and we got a special guest in the house. Pittsburgh native, signed Taylor Gang rapper, collabs with Wiz Khalifa. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Fed the God in the house.
What's going on, y'all? What's going
hottest
on?
rapper in the burg right now.
Come on, man.
Blazes it. You got skills, too. And so let's open it right up. You know, I maybe tell some folks a little bit about, you.
Yeah.
How you grew up, where you grew up.
Right. What's up? I'm Fed, man. I'm from the north side of Pittsburgh. Grew up in Northview Heights, but I'm native to every area around there, so I don't just put myself in one neighborhood. I'm the whole north side. So, I just grew up, like, I wanted to be a doctor, for real. I always had music in me, but I was never like, oh, I'm a rap. So I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a surgeon. Got into some trouble, like, in my teenage years.
Where did that come from, wanting to be a doctor,
so
surgeon?
my grandparents, my grandmother is a nurse, my mom's a nurse, my grandfather's a preacher, and then my uncle went to the military. He was a Marine turned doctor. So that's where all my inspo came from. But, rough upbringing, sometimes you become a product of your environment and stuff. So, like, I was always very smart kid, like I was an honor roll student. So, but, I like money too. So, like, seeing I didn't have it as easy as a lot of people. I'm also wanting to be a man, like being in a single household. I wanted to provide for my mother. And I've never seen a man had a job. I only see a man in the streets. So that's the only way I know how to make money. So I dibbled and dabbled and got into some trouble. Before I caught my charges, I tried to enlist to go to the Navy. I passed the test with flying colors. So they tried to get me in there. They tried everything they could to get me in there, but my charges were a little too serious. So I had to sit down for a couple months. And then once I got out, I was making music at that point, but I wasn't taking it serious. So, like, once I got out, I dibbled and dabbled. I got a couple jobs. I worked 3 jobs, P.F. Chang's, Max and Irma's, and IHOP, like catching a bus downtown. And at this point, I got my child. I have a son at this point, so I was making ends meet, doing what I had to do.
How old were you when you had your son?
I was 19 going on 20 when I had my son, my first son. He's 10 now, and I just turned 30, so it's 30 and 10.
Love it.
Yeah, so
Young man.
I had to grow into an adult very fast, so I had my son. Just working my jobs and stuff. And then I just like, man, I got to do something that just makes me happy. Like, just working a job just never sit right with me. Like, having somebody younger than me or, like, just talking to me like I'm just less of a man just because, like, I don't have the highest paying job, but I'm doing my thing. And it just didn't sit right with me. So I just trusted in myself. I went into the studio and I just started getting cracking and I started catching wave. So from a year of me doing my thing, I was able to cut down them 3 jobs, and I just took an overnight job. I was still working a job.
So you went from 3 to 1.
I went from 3 to 1, and then the one was just, I was doing shows.
You already started making money.
I was making money. Doing my music, so I went from 3 to 1. And then the job was like an hour out of the week. I would just go to this office building. Like, I could go every day, but I would just clean the whole building in one day. Like, clean the building in one day, do my job, get my paycheck, and then go back to the studio.
Love it.
Yep.
What kept you from, going back to things that got you,
jammed up?
Yeah, jammed up in the first place.
My kids, the thought of another man raising my son, the thought of another man dictating how my son turns out, that just kept me, it still to this day keeps me straight.
You mentioned your mom, single mom coming from a single parent home. Mm-hmm. I was the same way, coming up. Did you ever have an opportunity to meet your dad before or anything like that?
Yes. So I know who my dad is. Like, he's in and out. Like, he's in and out of my life. Like, and then when he's in my life, it's more so for his benefit, not for mine. So it's always weird. But he, like, it ain't no malice. He cool.
Yeah. So what things did you grab and learn, would you say, from your mom? From
my mother, I learned just grit, failure is not an option. It happens. Like, you stand on it, you grow from it, but it's not an option. Like, you're not going to fail at nothing. You're going to see everything through. Like, everything you start, you're going to finish. And just be family oriented, just respect, because respect is earned. It's not given. Like, you don't disrespect nobody blatantly, but you don't respect nobody until it's earned.
Right. Makes sense. So how did you end up, how long have you been rapping?
I used to play it
like
consistently since 2016, but I've been doing it since like 2012.
All right.
Yeah.
So like consistent for 7
years.
7, 8 years.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And when did you start working with Taylor Gang?
2020.
Okay.
Right, but I got my deal February 11th, 2020, and we all know 3 weeks after that, the world shut down.
No doubt.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Like what led up to that
So
moment?
Leading up to the moment of me getting my deal with Taylor Gang, I was just running in Pittsburgh. I'm like I am now, like just running, like hitting the ground running. Like before COVID, we had a lot of clubs. There was not 1 week you couldn't go that my name was on the flyer. There wasn't one club in Pittsburgh that you can go in that my song wasn't playing. It was just like
Performing every weekend.
Every weekend, like and not just one show. I'm doing 4 shows. So sometimes I'm leaving the show, going to the next club, going to the next club.
4 shows in a night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm doing that from Friday to Sunday, just do, show. And then I'm packing them out. Like everywhere I'm at is where everybody's at. Fed ain't there, then nobody's there. And then I'm like, me and my homies, we also threw house parties. So like on top of that, we just got the burg on lock. So it's like if y'all ain't coming to the club with us, y'all coming to our house party. Everybody's in our house party doing that. And then I'm printing the merch out. I'm paying for my own merch, selling it out. Everything I'm doing is just like boom, 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 boom. So Will hollers at me, like he first initially hollered at me like, if you just need anything, just holler at me.
Will?
Will's the CEO of Taylor Gang. Will Zombach.
Okay.
So he just was like, if you ever need anything, just holler at me, like, and then like, so we start busting it up. I ain't like, I know who he is at this point. So I'm like, I'm really just trying to do my own thing for real. I don't really understand, like, cause it's like, this is a label holler at me now. Like shit's getting serious.
Right.
So, he started inviting me to the studio and stuff. And, I wasn't really comfortable in that environment yet. Like hearing industry, like beats, like trying to make industry music. Like, so I wasn't comfortable in that. So like, I didn't really produce right at that point when he initially hollered at me. And then I dropped another mixtape that went crazy in Pittsburgh. Like my music, I like more so did myself. So Wiz comes here. They invite me to, I think it was like the opening thing they do for Pitt for basketball. Wiz comes here and performs there and invites me to the studio. Me and Wiz makes the song Yeah Yup that night. That's the first time we ever met each other. We make a banger. Like, we make a banger and went crazy. So, we're listening to that, and then I'm going crazy pushing the mixtape that I got out. It was called Northside Shit. I dropped that on Halloween of 2019. So I'm pushing that. The day before New Year's, I get a text from Will like, pack your bags. January 6th, we fly you out to Cali to work on some music. From January 6th to February 11th, I made 60 songs. And I got my deal. Grinding. I was in the studio every day,
So like what's that look like? I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, you probably met people that can rap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference between people that you've seen that can rap and people that actually make it?
Pressure. How can you handle pressure in the rooms? How can you handle vices in the rooms? You get tested. Like, if you're not really focused on rapping and you just want the glitz and glamour, you would have failed that test. So like there was days where Wiz and them would go out to events that I knew I wanted to go to. I can't go. I'm in the studio. I'm not out here to party. Like I'm out here to get it cracking right now. Like, I left my kids for this. Like this is the longest I've ever, like besides jail, it's the longest I've ever been away from my kids. Like I was going for a month. Like, and I ain't even have it to be out there. So like I'm living, figuring it out, and I'm just grinding, so I'm getting it on, going every day in the studio. I mean, I went out 1 or 2 times, but this is when I knew I had a hit to play in the club.
Yeah.
So I made the song 42.
So the discipline.
Yeah, it's discipline. I discipline myself.
Man, I'm out here.
Yeah.
I could be kicking it. You know what I mean? Using this to
have fun.
Kicking with people, have fun. You know what I mean? Whatever. And I'm you're staying.
I was staying grinding. And don't get me wrong, I had fun. But it was more so work based. Like I had fun in my workplace. Like, like how I am, I bring the party to me. So like we out there, man. They rap. This is before COVID too. So everybody's still around. Like, like everybody outside and ain't no mask, ain't no we 6 feet apart. Like, no, we was in that studio and it was cracking. Like, I'm in there just rapping. Like, you seen me perform before, so I'm great at performing, but this is different. I'm like
Beast. I was impressed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Thank you.
I know the game enough to where people are like, this person's good, that person's good, and most of the time, I'm let down. You know what I mean? Most of the time, I'm like, man. When I saw you, I'm like, man, this cat got it. You got it, man. You got the energy and everything aligns.
Yeah,
you can perform and rap. Some people can rap, they can't perform.
They can't perform.
I wonder how much of that has to do with being able to handle the pressure. Like, what do you mean by handling pressure?
Just really just understanding like the moment can be bigger than you. So like, fun fact, when I first met you, I got kind of nervous because I was at the David Allen fashion show. the songs David Allen picked were a little vulgar. And then, you know, I'm coming into a fashion show not understanding there's going to be children there.
Yeah.
So on the fly, I had to clean the song. The song wasn't clean. I had to clean that on the fly. Like I'm performing. I'm seeing your daughter's into it on a part where it gets vulgar, and I had to boop, shake her hand while to keep the crowd intrigued. So I'm like on the fly, I'm cleaning the song, like I'm boop, 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 and I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. Cause I was super, like I said, there's like not like teenagers in there, there's children in there.
Right,
I'm like, I can't be over cursing and stuff and like N-bombs everywhere. I'm like, I can't do that right now. I'm in a tuxedo. Everybody's in a tuxedo. We here for a fundraising event. I gotta clean this up. So like that's why you seen this year I came with a whole different approach, and it was super crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So you think the biggest two things that stand out from what you think is being able to handle the pressure?
Got to, and adapting.
You
have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to just make fly decisions. It's like being an athlete. Like you got to be a quarterback on that stage. Like I had to audible everything while not letting y'all know I was freaking out on the inside. But y'all ain't see me sweating not one time. I seen a great smile.
Right.
Somebody kept his composure, and I was just on point in the pocket.
What are things that people don't see? You know, things that you've had to do or go through.
The craziest thing about performing is when you're performing to an unknown crowd, to somebody who don't know you, having to push through a 30-minute set when nobody's reacting and they're just staring at you, and you got to keep your energy up just to make them be like, okay, he's cool. Like I like him. Like, because sometimes people won't react. It's not because they don't like you. They just don't understand. They don't know who you are. So you got to keep going. You got to keep going. People don't understand. That's very hard to do for
absolutely.
Like for 30 minutes straight. Like
so
30.
You perform and bringing energy when other people ain't
bringing
energy.
Just like this.
Yeah. Just because they don't know you yet.
They don't know. Yeah, so like, and people don't understand how hard that is. Like, 30 minutes on stage is a long time. Like, it's short when everybody's having fun, but it's very long when crickets, and everybody's just like, he's cool. We don't care about him. Like, it's hard when you're performing for a crowd that's not easily impressed. Like, and you gotta do some.
So what's going through your
tricks.
mind when you do that?
Interaction.
I can see how that could break cats.
Yeah, interaction. Interaction is the most important part. So like when people are interacting, you have to interact with them. So now, like I said, on the fly, instead of me going out thinking everybody knows, now I gotta make them know. I gotta make them respect it. So that's like when you see some of my clips, if people aren't interacting, you'll see I'll jump in the crowd. I'll get real personal with you. I'm in your face, like, all right, you just staring at me on stage is different than you seeing me rap my lyrics word for word in your face.
Right.
Like,
right.
I'm rapping to you, do. And you're like, oh, okay. Now the whole crowd's, hey. Now I built the crowd. Now everybody's into it. Like, so that's some things people don't see, and then some people don't understand the preparation of sound checking. Every microphone, every sound setup is different. So sometimes you got to hear your voice. Like sometimes I'll go on stage, I'll perform on the left side real quick. I'll perform in the middle. I'll perform on the right. Then I'll go out in the grass and perform to see how my voice sounds
in advance.
Yeah, see how my voice sounds, see how my voice carries, just to bring it all together, to know how much energy I have to exert, because it's not all vocal sometimes. Sometimes it's body language. So like if the sound system is amazing, I can talk on the mic like this, because I'm doing show tracks, so I don't have to yell. I don't have to overexert my voice. So now I can conserve my vocal energy. And I can bring out the physical energy, the dancing and the shaking, and then the hey, left side, right side. I can focus on that. It's a whole game plan to it. It's crazy for real. It's like it's really manipulation for real. If like manipulating all them people for real, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So when you think of like work ethic, if you're trying to explain to somebody that's like, man, I think I want to do that. I want to be a rapper. And you're like, well, there's a work ethic piece that comes with it. How would you explain, like, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about with like work ethic.
So,
because I've seen like clips of 50 Cent and Lil Wayne, talking about like, man, we spent days, all days in the studio. You know what I mean?
It's
just
literally
days,
like,
all days, not barely coming out. Like that. I seen the clipper that said Beyonce didn't eat for a couple days. You know what I mean?
It's literally like when they say 10,000 hours, it's literally 10,000 hours and some. Like I said, I was out in LA for a whole month, but barely $100. And that's LA. That's not. You can make it in Pittsburgh for a month with $100.
Right.
You ain't gonna make it an hour in LA with $100. So like I'm out there living, like I said, like I'm out here for a purpose. So grind, and grind harder. Like harder. Like
How many hours? Like what does that look like for a day?
sometimes it's 72 hours. You in the studio, they got a shower
Straight?
in there. Yeah, 72 hours straight.
Straight
Like
24 hours.
literally.
Straight take a nap.
Take a nap.
Back at
Take a nap. You got food in there. Like you lay down, and then, like you got to eat, sleep, and die music. Like when you want to make,
You got to
music,
go all in.
You got to go all in because you got to test yourself. Like because there's things that I'm comfortable with doing. In the studio, I had to get uncomfortable. Like on certain beats I've never heard, certain pockets I didn't try before. I had to get uncomfortable because you don't know what a hit is. Like you can make a great song and that's only opinionated because that's just what you think.
Right.
So when you put the song out, it may not connect. Now, did you put all your eggs in one basket or do you got 1,000 more songs? Like, that's what makes or break a rapper because, or any kind of artist. You could put a song out that was a hit and it could be a total dud.
Right.
Now, how do you follow up?
Right.
Do you just go in a corner and cry? No, I got more. It's cool. I fell right there, but it's cool. Now that's where consistency comes from. Boom, hit him with another one. Oh, I like this one. Boom, hit him with another one. Oh, I like this one. Boom, hit him with another one. I didn't feel that one. Okay, cool. Boom, hit him with another one. You got to keep going. It's like you got to rapid fire. You got to keep going.
You got to go all in.
All in.
But in the process of going all in, you might not be getting paid like you're going all in yet.
At all.
So you got to do the work first before all that comes and keep your mind on still staying consistent with the work before the money comes.
Exactly. And then the best artists don't do it for the money because you got to understand it's like it's 1 in a billion chance you're going to get real paid from this. Like, there's only like probably 10, like you can make a living off of it. Like it'd be like 100,000 a year you can get at the lowest tier if you're a good artist and you got a fan base, but everybody's not getting them millions of dollars and stuff. Everybody's not getting that. It's our perception. Like, so people in this era get caught up because the cars, the jewelry, but you got to understand credit can buy all that. Credit can buy a lot of that. If you don't got good credit,
no doubt.
like when you going to go sign from cars, cash don't mean nothing unless you really know that person at the dealership. Cash don't mean nothing. That credit mean everything. So what people don't understand is like a lot of jewelry, even with me, like jewelers will give me that stuff. Like I ain't have to pay for a lot of that shit. Like I'm like, oh here, it's because it's promotion. Like if you don't if you can't market yourself as a brand, then you really ain't gonna be nothing as an artist. Because like music's only 3%. Because you ain't gonna be able to make music forever. You ain't gonna rap until you 60.
Right.
Like after you done rapping or singing country, anything, what else can you do?
Right.
Are you a personable person? Can you brand yourself? Can you do a commercial? Can you get in a movie? Like you got to keep building it.
Right. What obstacles or adversity would you say if you look at like, man, here's a couple. When I think of adversity in my life or obstacles in my life, here's a couple things that I think I can remember that I had to overcome.
Just getting your music played is the hardest thing to do because, like,
keeping your mind right, keep grinding, keep before it's played.
Because you got to understand, like, a DJ has to like your music first to play it, and you can pay. Oh, play my song. That don't mean it's going to connect. If somebody don't. You got to believe in your product, but if they don't believe in your product, then you ain't gonna never go. So that's a crazy adverse thing I had to go through.
How long?
This was about 4 years before I even got a song played. So
think about that, man.
Yeah.
Like that cuts a lot of people out the game right there.
Right there.
Like I can't keep grinding for 4 years straight, believing in this dream, believing in what I see, believing in what I know.
And the studio's not cheap. It ain't cheap.
Investing. Yep.
You got to have consistent income, like, and I don't know if some people gonna do it from the streets or a job, but you got to be willing to do the inevitable.
Invest.
Yeah, you got to invest.
You got to invest up front. Who would you say you learned the most from? In the rap game, in the music industry, right now.
Myself, because being around a lot of these people, like, you understand, it's like high school. It's a popularity contest. That's all it is. It's not who has the greatest music. It's who's the most popular, who can communicate with the most people, who can rub the most shoulders to get to where they need to go. Like, so that's I learned a lot from myself. Like, just being in rooms, like being around a lot of people who's used to getting paraded, and like I like sports. I'm an athlete, so I come in that mindset. What'd
you play?
Basketball and football. So I come in that mindset like I'm better than you. Like I'm not an asshole, but I'm like, I don't really have to blow you or big you up to make you feel bigger of a man. Oh, hey, what's up, bro? I'm a fan of your music and blase, blase. If we can work, we can work. If not, I'm going to get there regardless. So learning that about myself, because, a lot of people will get in that moment and parade and just, gaslight that person. Like, oh, my God, like, you're the man. Like, no, you don't have to do all that. Just be a man. You got to be a man in situations and stuff. And don't be shallow and don't be egotistical and not take the opportunity, because when the opportunity's at hand, you take that opportunity, but you don't have to do the most to get that.
So a balance.
Yeah, it's a great
humility
and confidence
at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you have to have that humility. You have to have that, because it's like that can make or break you sometimes. Like, because you're gonna be around certain people, because blackballing's a real thing. You can be around certain people. Oh, he was an asshole. He just felt like he was better than the moment, and so I'm like, Drake walking her, Lil Wayne walking her. Oh my God, you were my favorite rapper. Like, you're my favorite rapper. I'm gonna definitely tell you that, but I'm not gonna blow you and try to hang around you just for clout. Nah. Hey, is it cool we take a picture? If not, cool. Thank you for even gracing me with your presence. I appreciate that. I aspire to work with you one day, and that's it. Like, I just business casual. Business casual, because like a lot of people in this game will get wrapped up in, oh yeah, we were super cool. Then if they got a problem with somebody and they see you communicating with somebody they got a problem with, they can put you in the middle of that. I'm not in the middle of nothing. Right. I have nothing to do with nothing y'all have going on. I don't even know you. Right. Like, yes, we rap and we're cool and I appreciate your art, but I don't know you. Like, so it's like everything is business casual. Everything's on business. And if we can grow to be friends, cool. But even when we grow to be friends, that's where I cut my line, and I'm not in between your stuff.
Drama.
Yeah, I'm not
staying out of drama.
Yeah, I'm staying out of everybody's
What
stuff.
things have you had to cut off, or people? I know I can't speak for anybody else but myself, but I know from where I was at, in Youngstown till today, there's been some people that got to roll with me.
Yeah,
some people I disconnected with and reconnected with, because I had to go for a minute.
Yeah.
And then there's some people I completely, people, places, and things I had to completely cut out. Did you have any?
It's the same. It's literally the same, because it's like, growing up, like I said, I was more introverted. I was a little popular. I was always popular. I was always cool, but I was never the hardest guy. Like, I wasn't no sucker, but I was never like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. I'm running around toting guns. Like, I mean, that's just a part of the environment. Everybody has one. Like, so I had to cut off a lot of that. Just because, a lot of people, like I said, I'm neutral. I'm very neutral. Like, I stand on what I stand on. I'm more so on family. Like, if you ain't do nothing to my family, you ain't do nothing to my mother, my brother, my sister, I don't really care. Like, you feel me? Like, it's not that I don't care. Like, I'm not going to say that I do care. I don't care. So I stay out of that. So I cut off a lot. Even with doing music in Pittsburgh, I like everybody's music, but there's some songs, I won't do music with you if you're just talking about somebody else. I don't care about that. It's either we're going to make a song, like a real song, or we're not, like, and you're not going to put me in between what I got going on. So I cut all that off. That's why you don't hear me.
Staying out of drama.
I stay out of drama. Yeah, that's why you don't hear me do music. There's a lot of people I want to do music with, but you send me a song and I hear it and I feel like you're talking about somebody, I'm cool, bro. I don't care how hard the song is. I'm cool, because that's not my brand. Like, I could perform in the most ratchet place, or I could perform in the most corporate place, because how I position myself. Like,
that's unique.
That's very unique.
Not everybody
can't do that.
Off.
Like, everybody can't do that. Yeah. Like, but you got to be you got to be a chameleon in this. Like, and I think I blend very well with both sides. With the left and the right, and I can meet in the middle to bring everybody together. I had to cut that off. Even family, having to cut off a lot of family. Like,
that's tough for people.
Yeah, that
holds people back.
It does hold people back, but I'm a person who I only grew up with my mother, my brother, and sister. And then, both my parents were adopted. So I only know my adopted family on my mother's side, and I know a couple cousins on my father's side. So I've never met my real grandparents at all. Like, I don't know nothing about me. I've never met real cousins. Like, I met my real cousins on my father's side, but on my mother's side, I don't know no family. I don't know her mom. I don't know her dad. I don't know her biological brothers and sisters. All I know is my brother and sister. So it's very easy for me to cut people off, because it's like, before I became who I was today, like, don't get me wrong, I had family, but only person who was ever there for me was my mother. Like, so anybody even reach out to me, you're at arm's reach. Like, I'd be like, yeah, you cool, I acknowledge, yeah, we family, but I ain't got nothing for you. You've never had nothing for me. You knew me. I'm 30 now, so you knew I existed this whole time. I was never, oh, my favorite nephew. Nah, it was never that. Like, I've never had that with no family. It was always me, my mom, and my sister. So it was very easy for me to cut people off.
How do you handle? I know you had to hear, oh, he think he's better than everybody else. You know what I mean?
I'd be like, cool, if you think I'm better than everybody else. That's what I tell them. I don't think I'm better than nobody. I've been the same person. If you come around me, I'm going to be very jolly, very giggly. I'll crack jokes with you, but as soon as you ask me for something, it's no. I've never been able to get that from you, like never. And I don't judge you on that, but no. I'm like, just because I can do that now, like, because there's like, I tell people this, my mom's been in crazy situations where she couldn't call on none of y'all. And her calling on y'all means y'all was helping us. And she couldn't call on none of y'all, so why would I help you if you've never helped my mom? Like, that's the only person I had. So, like, nah. Even my dad will call me and, no, I don't got it for you. If you ain't about to be homeless, and then if you're hungry, cool. Call a place to order. I'll pay for it. I'm not giving you nothing. Like,
a lot of people can't handle that.
Yeah, people can't handle that at all.
Say no.
Yeah.
And hear people talking, you know what I mean, or they think they better than
Nah, I don't think I'm better than nobody, because I'll help anybody. I'll help anyone. But, like, when it comes to people who've never helped us, you got to come to me with business plan, and it got to be on paper, because I want my stuff back. And it's going to be on paper. I want my bread back. I want I want anything
Smart,
you gave me back. Yeah. And that come from growing. That come from, like, me helping. Even my children's mother, like, love her to death, but you got my kids. That's cool. But you got a business. There was times I was down and you slandered me. I'll never give you nothing. Like, never. Like,
speaking of slander, have you had, anything on the come up where
for surely
talk about you or say anything about you or anything like that?
Like, you gotta not give it light. Like, people slander me even still to this day. Like, people slander me and then see me in public and want to shake my hand. And I just, like, everything's with a grain of salt. Like, I see, I'm like, oh, cool. You'll never say that to me. Like, ever. Like, seeing me face to face, you'll never say that to me. So I'd be like, it's cool. Like, hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? How your family? You cool? You good? Like, how your business going? Cool. And then I keep it going. I don't have nothing bad to say about nobody. So it'd be like, you can slander me all you want, but
love that spirit, man.
Yeah, it's like, you can slander me.
Stand above the.
Yeah, just stand above
good
water.
Vibration.
Literally,
Stay
like,
above
good
the energy, the negative energy.
Literally, and then, like, we all have our negative days, but it's about how you go through it. Like, my negative is put into the music, so you might hear a song that make you, like, one of my music songs that make you go crazy. You be like, he's going nuts on this. That's probably because I was angry. Like, so I learned how to put negative energy into a positive and making something beautiful out of it. Mm-hmm. So, like, whoever's watching this, just know if you anger me or you bring something negative, I'm putting it in a song.
Spin it into a positive.
I'm spinning it. Like, it's getting.
Use that energy.
Yeah, like, thank you.
A lot of the greats use that energy.
Yeah.
Like, you're a sports fan, right? So, like, you watch Jordan.
He
Kobe.
Thrive off of hate.
Brady.
Like, literally.
Right?
Oh, you hate me?
Greats, they thrive
Please.
off of that hate.
And I tell a lot of people who slander me, I'd be like, if y'all don't want me to do good, stop hating me. Like, cause
right,
literally.
Amen. And that's the difference between the greats.
Yeah.
I was just talking to somebody. I was saying one of my favorite things, business clips on YouTube. There was a dude that was talking about, the greats. The difference between the greats is they could perform at a 9 or a 10 on good days, but on bad days when things ain't going right or things mayhem going on around,
20.
people talking, they still stay at a high level.
Yeah.
Other people, they drop.
They drop.
You know what I mean? They drop that stuff. So I've said the same stuff of like, man, if you really want to see us not be successful, then don't say nothing. Don't
say
talk
nothing.
No shit, because that's locker room material.
Literally locker room material. It's like, ooh, you don't think I can do this? Watch me do it times 10, and you're gonna be sick. Like something was going on Facebook. Social media is this generation's thing. So they were going crazy, like, yeah, Wiz signing people who like trash people and stuff. So I killed them with kindness. I posted on the comments of the post them talking about me, a sold out crowd with everybody with me in the middle of the crowd and 19,000 people's hands in the air at my command. I just said, maybe one day once you get all that hate out your heart, you be here. And that was it. That's all I gotta say. Like, I ain't about to do that with you, bro. Like, right. Especially the little kid had talent too. I'm like, you can learn something from me, bro.
Straight up.
Yeah, straight up. Like, I ain't about to do that with you. I don't have to do that with you, because everything that you say you can do, I did it. I didn't say I can do it. I put my money where my mouth is.
Amazing, man.
Like, I worked jobs for this. Like, I grinded for this. Nobody gave me nothing. Like, thank God that Wiz and Will came and signed me. Wiz, Will, and Josh, they signed me. But before it was Taylor Gang, this was me and Mike, like me, Mike, and Stevie B and Icy and Asco, like they nurturing me into a rapper, growing me into a rapper. Mike seeing a vision of me still working a job, me having an incredible song out, him initially helping me with my first person who ever put some money into me. He paid for my first video, like the Bobby Boucher video. He paid for that video. And then from there, seeing me take somebody putting $300 into me, turning that into $40,000 within the next year. And me trying to pay him back, and he never took it. He said, bro, I just believed in you. Like, and he was like, you believed in yourself, but it's like, you're a man. Like, I understand I have responsibility. So like, I'm taking my checks. Like, it wasn't the most, but I got kids. Like, my kids is growing. I got 2 sons too. So like, you got kids too. You know, it's not cheap to have children.
No doubt.
Like, and they constantly grow. So I'm like, man, I got stuff to take care of. Like, just growing into a man. And then like, I just really had to just take that leap of faith. So I'm like, and when people slander me, I'm like, bro, y'all don't even know the half of how I had to do this. Like,
what you had to do to get from here to there.
Here to there. Like, literally from making lots of monies, being in the streets, to having to humble myself.
Discipline.
Yeah, like
turn that down.
Literally turn it
Easy.
down. Like I'm not selling dope no more. Like, for what? Like, just to go to jail? Like, cool, the money's cool, but I can't even spend the money the way I want to because I'm just saving it just to be like, I got hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
It's no point. Like, it was no point for real.
What things would you say motivated you the most? Would you say on the come up?
My children.
Your children.
My children. What's like, so I gauge my music when I play for my kids. You know, kids are the future. So
no doubt.
Once my sons, like my sons now have phones, and they can listen. They got TikTok now. They can listen to any other rapper. I still, with all these great musicians out here, still to this day, no bias, I'm still their favorite rapper.
Love it.
That motivates me, bro. Like, it's like, you know, like as an athlete, like if I was
their friends listen to your stuff.
Their friends listen to my stuff. Like,
they got to deal with any hate. They got to deal with any shit talking.
They deal with shit talking, and they deal with a lot of people trying to be their friends for the wrong reasons.
Yep, both of those.
Yeah. Like, you know, and then I went to public school, so once they get in high school, I'm gonna get them in a different school. But I want them to go through what I had to go through. But I didn't. So I tell them, not be lucky. I didn't have a father. Y'all have a mother and a father, like, who cares for y'all.
Big difference.
Big difference. So I'm like, everything, I see myself in them, but I'm happy because they go through the same stuff I went through, but now they have somebody they can come to, like, to feel comfortable. I used to have to go to my mom, or I used to have to turn on Lil Wayne to figure out how to be a man. Snoop Dogg to figure out how to be a man, or watch LeBron to figure out how to be a man and stuff like that. They come to me when they're feeling a little weird, when they're feeling different, when they're feeling emotional. They come to me, and I let them understand it's cool to be soft. It's cool. You don't got to be the hardest. You just got to be you. Like, so I love that. They go through all of it, though. They go through the hate. They go through, like, when I go into school, sometimes the teachers just like, oh, I know your dad. And they like, no, you don't. Then I know the teachers. So they go through all that.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love that you're comfortable, you know, in your own skin, too.
Super.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? A lot of people feel like they got to put on a certain hardcore, facade, you know, of being a rapper. So I gotta talk about this, or I gotta talk about that, or I gotta be a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still, you know, like you were saying, it's like, I ain't saying I'm gonna just roll over and be a pushover somewhere. You know what I mean? But
I'm not trying to do all that.
Chasing people around off somebody said something, or this was said that, or this was said that. It's all love. I ain't hating on nobody.
Man,
you know
bro,
what I mean?
people say, like, and the worst part about being a rapper is the attention. So it's like, you know, like, even
the worst part.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part. Like, people think, like, oh, you like it? Nah, I don't really care for it. Like,
so what have you had to do to move different, to watch?
Stop coming around. I just stop coming around. Like, stop being around. Like, I love to party. I love it. Now it's like, I go out and I've seen people who praise me. I've seen people who've wanted to be a part of what I got going on. And then all because of a woman, you hate me now. Like, not even my wife.
That's how it all goes
like,
down.
you feel me? Not my wife, not my girlfriend.
The money or that.
Literally.
That's the.
And then, you know, I could see, like, you know how men are. We're men. We like to brag. I could see if you did something with my wife, my girlfriend, or my child's mother, you did something with someone who I just have a conversation with, and you're bragging on it. So now I look at you like, first of all, you're corny. You want to have a problem with me because of this. And I'm just in here chilling.
You want to.
Yeah, you want to.
Right?
I'm in here chilling. Like, my presence is bothering you. And then
And you can't respond.
Yeah, you can't respond.
People want you to respond.
People want me to respond,
right?
so
to
like
put them on.
Yeah, like
right?
so.
I had somebody tell me like, man,
Yeah.
you know, if the dog is out there barking at the moon,
Yeah.
That it is what it is. But the minute that the moon barks back at the dog,
it's crazy.
The dog is famous. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta
Literally,
let a lot of stuff.
You gotta let. I have to let a lot
of
go.
stuff roll.
I gotta let a lot go,
Right?
and then like, you know how it is. We as men, you let something go to people who wouldn't have let it go, to crash dummies. They be like, "Oh, you're a sucker." I'm like, "Bro, like, you serious?"
Right.
Like, I'm like, ain't nobody never put their hands on me. Nobody never harmed me. Like,
right.
Man, go ahead with that. Like, you feel me? Like, cause I be telling like, man, the moment you make me feel threatened, bro, that's gonna be the worst day ever for you. Like I don't want to do that. Like, I'm a good dude, bro. I want to party. I want to have.
Right.
Let's have fun.
Right.
Here, like, yeah, I'll see somebody like I had a mutual misunderstanding with somebody. I wouldn't even say I had a problem. It was a mutual misunderstanding on both parts, and I just one day something in my head was just like, yo, just holler at him and just greet him with a smile. So we're in the club in a hostile environment. Like, you know, his homies is staring at me. Like, I'm going to go to the boss. I'm going to go to the big dog, the one who control all y'all. I went straight to him with a bottle of liquor. I'm like, bro, what's the problem? He said, nah, man, I'm just matching energy. So I'm like, bro, there's no problem. Let's pop this bottle together and take a shot. So I had 2 bottles, popped them both up and gave him one of the bottles and clinked it. And we took a shot. And I'm like, we ain't got no problem no more, bro. When you see me, there's no problem. Like, you feel me? And ever since then, it was cool. Like all the other stuff, bro, I ain't got time for that.
Now, I think last time I told you, you said you weren't on tour a ton traveling.
Yeah, I've been chilling. Yeah.
On like that. When you do that, or you have done that, what's that life like?
It's fun. I can't even
Straight
lie.
up. Like
it's
what?
straight
Like,
up fun, bro. Because it's like, I love to travel. I love experiences. I love just going to different cities, eating different food. Bro, it'd be the best time ever, bro. Like,
what's been your favorite city?
Surprisingly,
or to be in?
Albuquerque.
Bro. New Mexico, bro. You lying.
Bro, the
You gotta
love.
go to Albuquerque?
The love and appreciation out there for
Wow.
it was crazy, bro. Because it's like they're so appreciative of just everything. Like it was nuts out there, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It was nuts. It was nuts. Like there was a lot of stuff we was doing. Like just the people down there are just fun. Like, so like people's been fans of my music. You know, I love people. So I'm down there and one of the fans had rented out a bowling alley for us. So like they ain't think we was gonna show up. So me and all the homies, we showed up. We went there bold. Like Chevy and all them came through for Albuquerque. I had a ball down there, bro. Albuquerque was fire. New Hampshire was fire. It was real, like all the unconventional cities, like Hartford, Connecticut was crazy. Like, and then, you know, like,
why you think that is? Just more appreciative?
It's more appreciative. It's just more appreciation because they don't get stuff like that every day. Like, you know, like Hartford would appreciate us more than LA would because everybody's in LA. You can just wake up and go see whoever you want to go see. Hartford, you can't do all that. You got to go to New York. You got to go to Boston. You got to go to Philadelphia and like to get all that.
You done anything in Youngstown?
No, not yet. We
gotta get you in the yo.
I'm trying to do the yo. I did Akron, and I think we're working on Dayton. So I did Akron, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus. Didn't do the yo.
I
even did Athens. I was even up Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did.
You did Athens? Okay. Mm-hmm. At OU?
Yep.
They said they could party down there.
Yeah, but they can't party more than Penn State.
Penn State went hard?
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I usually do Penn State once a semester, so I've been chilling this year because I got 3 projects dropping next year and they're finished. So I've been chilling. But
what 3 projects?
Albums.
3 albums? Okay.
One's called so I'm dropping at the top of 2024 an EP called Where's Fed. So it's like it's gonna be 3 songs sound totally different from each other. None is going to sound the same. One song's with me and Wiz, another song's with Chief Keef's artist Lil Nora, and then I just got a song.
What's it like working with Wiz?
Amazing. It's like a teacher, like
if you had to say like what you see in him, it's like, man, I could see how he was successful. Mm-hmm. Like what traits, what things you think in Wiz? Because you know what the come up is like.
Yeah.
Right? So you know what probably he had to go through
literally
to get there. What things do you see in
his
him?
Comfortability in his own skin. He don't care what nobody got to say. He's unapologetically him. Like, and he can, like, I can look past the hate, but he really looks past the hate. Like, he just be like, I don't care. I got a son. I got a mom. They're taken care of. I don't care about nothing y'all have to talk about. And that is how he got to where he's at. Like, he really don't care. It doesn't weigh on him. He smokes his joints. He hops in his Ferrari, goes to his crib, and he
being
cool.
himself, right? But there's a lot of people that, you know, they beat himself.
Mm-hmm.
And they can look past, hey, what other things?
His businessman. He's very business oriented. He's very, very smart. Like, very smart. He's like ahead of the curve for real. Like, some of the stuff he'll do, and I watch him.
A lot of the cats that make it are super smart.
Super smart.
Smarter
than you think.
Like people that judge. You know
Literally.
what I mean? Like, just talking to you, I could tell how intelligent you are.
Like,
you know, so you could, some of these guys that you would never think, you know, to the naked eye, people look at them crazy. They're smart.
And then he just has a no excuse mentality. I've seen this man.
No excuses.
No excuses. I've seen this man do a tour, shoot a movie, film 2 TV shows, and come to the studio and make everybody in the studio drinks and bust out 6 songs, go home, take care of his son, and do it all again the next day while going to the gym. His work ethic.
Grind, work ethic.
Is crazy.
Nonstop.
Bro, it's literally
it
nonstop, no excuses. And there'll be days like, you know, he won't be feeling too good, but he still pushes through. He'll come through with a remedy. Oh, I need water, I need tea, I need this, I need that. And he'll go in there, no excuses, and he'll just knock it out.
Work ethic, no excuses. What advice would you give to young people out there, you know, that are listening, just in general?
Just in general?
Just to be successful, what you've seen, mistakes you've made, things that you've done right, things you've done wrong. What advice would you give to the youth?
To the youth, just like trusting yourself, trusting your vision. Like, if you have a vision, don't compromise it for nothing else. But you can also take notes. So drop your ego once you get into business. Drop your ego, because your ego will fail you. And don't forget your ego. Just drop it, because you have to come to a common ground with everybody in business. And just, you know, support yourself. Most important, like, you have to support yourself, because if you don't support and believe in yourself, then nobody else will at all. Like,
how do you keep up with the mental? Like, how did you keep up with the mental aspect of, like, man, I'm putting in this work and I ain't getting the results yet. I'm putting in this work, I ain't getting, you know what I mean? I ain't paid yet. I'm putting in the work.
Yeah.
Like, what was going on in your mental?
It still goes on. That's an everyday battle, because it's like, you know, people don't, like, from the outside looking in, everybody might be like, oh, he's rich. People don't see that I'm still kind of regular. I'm just popular. So it's like, that's an everyday battle. It's like, wow, I'm here, I'm doing this, it's not paying off. At this moment, it's not paying off, but next year it can probably pay off super. So now I got to keep bracing myself and push through. So the mental part is very hard, because it's going to get you. It's going to get you. You just can't let it suck you in, because, like, you got to take your proper. Now I see a therapist. I read books on how to strengthen the mental. I've learned different coping mechanisms. So the mental part is crazy, bro.
Take care of the mental.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Whatever it's worth. I mean, I know what you've explained to me, you know, on that journey, what you've had to go through, you know, to get to where you are. I got a lot of love for that, man. A lot of respect for that. Where can somebody find you that ain't hip to your music, or you know, you got Instagram and all that
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's all Fed the God, FEDDTHEGOD. If you game, you can find me on PlayStation at Fed the God 412, on Xbox at The Fedro, TikTok Fed the God, Apple Music Fed the God, Spotify Fed the God. Everything is Fed the God, but just remember it's FEDD.
2 Ds.
2 Ds.
2 Ds.
Because that's my last name. Like, you know. So, like, that's just what it is.
That's where Fed to God came from?
Yeah, so James Fed is my whole name. So Fed is my last name.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you name yourself?
No. Well, I'm named after my father, but I named myself
Fed to God.
So the God comes from not God, but anime. I'm a Dragon Ball Z. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. So, like, there's gods in Dragon Ball Z universe. And, like, so I'm like the God of my universe in my house. Like, I have God in me. Like, I'm not God. I don't think I'm God. I don't think I'm over anybody, but in my universe, I am my own God. Like, you know.
I like it.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
What's the vision, man?
The vision.
What's next? You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm about to run this table for surely. I'm about to run this table in this music, but the overall vision is I don't like homeless. I don't like seeing homeless people. So I want to figure out how to build communities, like in and lands where we're just not doing nothing at for homeless people. I don't believe there should be any type of homeless, and I want to have a label in Pittsburgh, like a major label, like I want to have my own version of an Atlantic, Capitol Records in Pittsburgh, and my model with that is
So own a record label?
Yeah, own a record label, like CEO. So my model with that is take young musical kids from 9th grade, sign them to a deal, let them know you can't get that money until you graduate college. So you have to run the table, you have to learn how to market yourself, you have to learn the business, you have to learn music, you have to go through artist development. So from 9th grade to senior year of college is from ages of 14, 15 to 24. You'll get a deal, and you won't be able to get the money till you're 24 if you don't complete that.
That's the vision.
That's growth. That's the vision.
That's
That's
the
the vision. Like basically like a rapper college, but as soon as you get out of here, you going through artist development. But like, you know, once you get 18, we'll give you something. Like, we ain't gonna just like, oh, you on a deal, you ain't getting nothing. Nah. So from 9th grade to 12th grade, artist development. College is business development. Learn how to promote yourself. You're at college now. There's probably on average there's 20,000 kids at college. If you can't get your music to 20,000 people, then you shouldn't be doing this. Especially when you have the tools to do it. Because colleges, you got student unions. You got, college has the money to bring people in, so you can open there. You can build your brand. There's houses there. We all know at college we party. Throw a house party, do all that. Build your brand. Build your brand, build your brand. And by the time you're 24, you should be ready to be a global superstar.
How do you think people could build their brand?
Market. You got to learn how to market yourself. If you don't know how to market yourself,
Like what you mean? Like tangible? What do you mean? Example.
So, prime example. I know I had a hit coming out. So how I marketed it was, you got to spend money to make money. So like I said, I was working jobs, I was saving money. Well, I went around to every store first and built a repertoire. Oh, hey, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. Stupid things. I might buy a pair of socks, and it don't got to be like I'm gonna buy some Louis Vuitton. Buy a pair of socks, but I went around to every store where I knew they were playing rap. So I'm building in there, and then I'm coming in there.
Like, give me an example, a couple stores.
Refresh Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I was going around Refresh Pittsburgh buying things. Then they started wanting to know, who are you? Like, oh,
so you go in there and buy some stuff.
Buy some stuff,
and then
build.
Tell them, yo, check out my.
Not even check out my music. Just really just coming in there a lot, just making conversation. Oh, hey, like, what music do y'all listen to? Like, I'm really like filling the market out before I went into the market.
Okay.
Because I knew I had a product. I was ready to sell. Filling the market out, seeing who my customers was, because I knew a lot of people who I wanted to listen to my music shopped in there. So I'm building it up. And then I found, I was like, hey, I got some music coming out. Oh, cool. We like you. Let us get the song first. I give them the song. Now they're playing the song. Then now I got that done. Now that's done. Bang. Now I'm in the stores just off of me just being a person. So took it to the club. Going around club. Hey, what's up, DJ? You want a shot? We're getting the DJs a shot. Oh yeah, bro. What's up? You got some music? Yeah, here. Cool. Now I'm in rotation. How you want me to play the song? Just play the song. Don't announce it as a new song. Just play the song. Put it in there where the song it sounds like. See how they vibe out to it. Now the song's in the club. Now I got something building. I got something brewing. Boom, boom, boom. That's brewing. Now, all right, cool. Now let me see if I can bring the party to me. Yo, bro, you invite 4 girls. You invite 4 girls. You invite 4 girls. You invite 4 girls. There's 10 guys. We got enough guys around. We need women to spread the song like wildfire. We throwing house parties, drinking games, boop, 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 boop. Now I'm playing it.
You put on a
I'm putting
show
it on
at somebody's house.
in somebody's crib. So boop, 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 boop. Now we playing a song. Fred, this song is crazy when you dropping it. Cool. Now I got that. Now I got the clubs, the stores, and the everyday life playing my music. They're just playing it. Now, time for a video. Now the footwork is done. Now the song is in circulation. Now we want to do it. Now drop the video. House party video, sponsored by one of the stores. Built the brand. I didn't have to do too much. They brought in the stuff. They provided my outfit. I had the DJ that was playing, that spent the song initially at the party in the video. Everybody in the video wanted to be a part of the video. Now when the video came out, I had 60 people to push the song with me for free just because me being a genuine person. That's how you can build a brand.
A lot of work goes into that.
A lot of work goes into that.
A lot of work goes into that.
So it was a
That's why you say you can't worry about the money.
You can't worry about the money.
It can't only be about the money up front because you're going to have to do all that stuff.
Before I dropped the song Bobby Boucher, I dropped the song February 2018. That's the song that initially got me cracking. So that, I probably spent out of my own pocket $20,000 just getting to know people. Like just getting to know people. Like
20 grand.
20 grand.
Just to get to know people.
Just to get to know people.
Crazy,
just to get my song in the air. And then once the song came, once the song was out, that was pretty much, oh, this song's crazy. Show booking. Bang. Oh, I want this much. Oh, cool. We got 500 for you. Cool. I'm not nobody yet. Like I got a hot song, but I'm nobody. I only got a hot song in Pittsburgh. I'm nobody. 500. So that one $500 show turned into $750 3 times a week. $750. That's $2,200 every weekend. So, boom, 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 I made it all back quick. What do you do with that? You put it back in. You shoot more videos to make the big song grow.
Put the money back into it. That's another thing people miss out.
They miss out.
They start getting
get the money. They get the local fame. Like, oh yeah, I got this.
They start spending it.
Nah, yeah.
Spending the re-up money.
Nope.
Right?
I got
putting
more.
it back into it.
I got to make more product now. Making more music. I got to shoot another video just to keep the big song going. So now they got to see he's consistent. So while the Bobby Boucher song is the main focus, I have other bodies of work to show him versatile. Oh, he can really rap. Oh, we like him. Oh, he's a person. Okay. Another thing, how I built the brand. I don't take disrespect lightly. So at this point, I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling myself, but I can put my money where my mouth is. So there was a festival they had down on the north side of Allegheny Center Mall. They wanted me to perform. They only offered me $200. I wasn't with it. First of all, I'm from the north side. $200 to perform on my side of town, and I'm that right now.
Right.
Nah, I need 1,500.
Yeah,
like
track
15,
more than that.
yeah, I got to track more than that. Like I can sell tickets. It's on the north side. Like everybody's gonna come. I'm performing. I got the hottest song in Pittsburgh right now. Like period. He was like, nah, we got 200 for you. I'm like, nah, cool. So my homie owns a house in Bentleyville. She and it's like kind of a farm. So I hollered at her. I'm like, yo, can you help me put on a festival? Only 2 weeks time. So she helped me do it. I built cabanas. I built benches, painted them, mowed the whole farmland to this joint. We built the stage. We built the platform. This is when Will was hollering at me. Will and Taylor Gang, they send in liquor. So we were able to sell liquor. I caught a Fed Chella. I sold out 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. You have to get on the turnpike to get to Bentleyville. I sold it out, and that festival was a dud that they didn't let me perform at. So this then showed me what I can do. So
that's dope, bro.
So from
Thinking
declining
of mindset though.
Yeah, mindset. So I was super disrespected. I'm pissed. I don't even know how to use a drill at this point. I'm putting benches together. I'm painting benches. I'm putting names of all my songs on the benches, and it sold out every section, every performance slot. And then it was like, so like I said, I got an ego problem.
So would you put it up on social media?
It was on social media. I put it on social. It was called Fed Chella. So like I booked all local talent because I was just showing people like I don't got to bring in a big artist to do this. I'm the big artist here. I booked all local talent. People wanted paid. So how say y'all want paid? Cool. I gave every artist who wanted to perform 50 tickets. Sell all them tickets. You keep the money from it. Like and sell them for whatever you want. You keep the money from the tickets.
Great idea.
They sold all the tickets. It was cracking. Like I'm talking about school buses of people pulling up to this event. Like, so I was like, don't disrespect me, don't hate me, because I'm going to show you a beast.
Right.
Like,
love it.
I love it. Yeah.
Top five rappers.
Lil Wayne, Tupac, Andre 3000, Eminem, Young Jeezy.
You was ready for that one.
Yeah.
That wasn't your first time being asked that question.
Nah.
You put Weezy in front of Pac?
Yeah.
No Big.
No Big.
No Jay-Z.
So the Jay-Z thing, I'm going to take Nas because I like his voice better. But Jay-Z is a better rapper, but I just like Nas's voice. It's a better voice. I'm not taking Big because I don't really believe his story. Like, I don't believe it at all. Like,
didn't Jeezy just come out with an album?
Yeah.
You like it?
It was cool.
What's your favorite track on there? I think I just got.
So
I got one.
Hold on, because he came out with two. The last one I was listening to was Snowfall.
Let me see.
My favorite song on the Snowfall one is How Deep.
All right, so we got everybody knows how they could get a hold of you.
Yeah, I'm easy to reach.
Everybody know how to get a hold of you. What's the next time you're gonna be performing locally, or next time somebody could come watch you if they want to come watch you?
December 16th, I'll be doing Matt Light's Christmas party at Stage AE.
Stage AE.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm gonna go do a jam there.
December 16th.
December 16th.
Open to the public.
Open to the public.
Okay.
Yeah. And then December 30th.
What time?
I think it's 8 to 12.
Okay.
And then December 30th, I'll be doing Spearmint Rhino. on the north side. So
December 30th.
Yeah, that's a little adult.
Okay.
A little more so
Adult.
Yeah.
Only adults.
Yeah, only
okay.
adults.
December 30th, you know where to catch them. The 16th, I know there's some fights, local fights, Pittsburgh. A couple of my dudes are on the card. So maybe after that, they can shoot out there.
Yeah, come check it out.
Check you out,
man.
Come
check it out.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you,
Appreciate you coming out to the GRINDcast.
Thank you, brother.
Looking forward to seeing what you got coming, man. I got a feeling you only 30, man. Mm-hmm. So I know when I was 30, I felt like I was getting old. Now I'm 40, man. I feel like 30.
Yeah.
I was just getting started.
Yeah,
I wasn't married at 30 yet.
Yeah.
I didn't have kids yet. I was just getting into my house at 30. Like I look back, man, 30, man, you just getting rolling.
Yeah.
Don't you dare stop, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Keep it up. Keep pushing. Keep rolling. You know what I mean? You got it. You got the mindset. You came this far. You didn't come this far just to come this far.
Nah, man, I got to go further.
I appreciate you coming this far to get into the GRINDcast studio, my brother. We appreciate you. So
thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the GRINDcast. Get ready. It's a new day.
Let's get it.